So, about the Raptors Twitter account, do you think they blocked all the people that they did until they noticed a long time after as a campaign to gain a whole bunch of followers and encourage notice in their hockey program at the school? Really? After a performance like they had last night, that's what you want me to talk about right now? Don't get upset at me. I'm just trying to get you in a good mood before you're about to go off on one of your rants about this hockey game last night. I wanted to give myself the night to sleep on it, and Thursday morning at my day job, the day to stew on it. And the time has passed, but I'm still ticked about that performance last night. Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny here, your day one Canadian Preds fan, and I don't think I can remember the last time I was this embarrassed by a Preds team on a national televised game. Preds lose 4-3 to the Seattle Kraken, and it would be one thing if you just got outgunned slightly by this up-and-coming expansion team, but you handed this game to the Kraken. And this was after a decent road start of being up 1-0 in the first period. You could have been up 2-0 in the first period, but Eeli Tolvanen has got to be the most snake-bitten predator in a single season I have ever seen, where he could have had so many more goals by now. Then the second period happened. Yes, it was good that Duchesne made it 2-0. What the hell happened after that? Okay, boys, put the energy back in the tank. We're going to win this game quite easily. No need to exert ourselves so much against the Seattle Kraken. Exactly. This is Seattle, a team that has nothing to play for, just playing out the season like a regular expansion team in their first season would, not Vegas included. Why the heck didn't you play a 60-minute game against them when it was there for the taking? 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals more, all in a span of 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Preds go from being up 2-0 to being down 3-2. I guess much like the team, in the moment that the goal was scored, many in the fan base, present company included, thought, hey, okay, they figured it out. They know they're not going to take this Seattle team for granted anymore when Matt Duchesne scored his second of the game, pulling the Preds into a tie at 3 after 2 periods. And I still would love to know what the hell happened in the Preds locker room in the second intermission leading to the third period. How in the world could you come out of the locker room and have a third period performance like that? You get a power play to start the third period. Oh, and by the way, Seattle had no power play, so at least you did that right, Preds, by not taking any penalties. Anyways, on the opening power play of the third period for the Preds, you have not one defensive miscue when Forsberg loses the puck to Yanni Gourde, but then a second one when the puck comes out front on that shorthanded attempt that the Kraken were killing off of the Preds when Colin BlackWELLed gets not 1, not 2, but 3 chances at rebounds that Saros is trying to cover up, and he gets it home when Roman Josi was standing right there, and all he had to do was lay on some sort of body check on BlackWELLed, put him on the ice. He's got so much size on him, and it would have prevented the game-winning goal by Seattle. Roman, what are we paying you $9.059 million a season for if you're not going to lay out the body in an easy spot like that? Instead of what should have been, which is up a goal on the power play that you were given the chance to. No, the Preds are now trailing once again. By the time we reach 6 minutes left to go in the third period, yes, you heard me right, 6 minutes left in regulation, the Preds have reached just 1 shot on goal for the entire period. Did I stutter? I said 1 shot on goal. I don't care if this game the Preds are playing in is against Florida, Carolina, Montreal, or San Jose. 1 shot on goal is inexcusable. Preds stay disorganized as the final seconds tick down in the third period. At least Saros looks organized and energized to want to leave the ice to get an extra man on. But as the TNT broadcast showed the Preds bench was in no hurry to get him off of the ice. As we reach a minute left to go, 60 seconds left to go in regulation, the Preds waste another 10 seconds when they should have pulled Saros before they actually say, okay, UC, come to the bench. Then we've reached 30 seconds left to go in regulation, where the Preds have probably their best segment of play, and like I said, it's under 30 seconds, so that's even more pressure with less time to try and tie this game. And at one point, the Kraken are able to get the puck just out, but the Preds can't rush back on in, because guess who's lazy getting back on side? Phil Forsberg. Final face-off of the game is just outside of the Seattle zone with just over 5 seconds left. That isn't a smidgen of enough time left to win that face-off, get into the zone, have the great setup to tie the game. Kraken win this embarrassment. Hey, props to them for doing so, but Kraken win this embarrassing performance by the Preds 4-3. Let me remind everybody who's watching this. The Preds have now played 54 games in a season. That's just under 2/3 of the season in the book, about a third of the season left. They have 28 games left to be played in 59 days until we've reached the conclusion of the regular season come the end of April. Almost a game every other day. They hold the first wild card right now and have Dallas and Edmonton breathing down their neck as the Preds have gone 3-6-1 in their last 10. The Preds cannot afford to have letdowns if they want to play in the playoffs in the spring. The Preds have key games against inferior opponents, including Anaheim, Buffalo, Ottawa, and Philly twice in the next 30 days. And they play San Jose this upcoming Saturday. These teams want to tank. Let them. Enough with this crap and get the W when it's being handed to you to take from an inferior opponent. I got nothing else about this pathetic performance. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media by clicking on the channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption so you don't have to suffer through embarrassing performances like last night's alone. Whatever that was, it better not show up on Saturday in San Jose.